Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of EDU 600. We are now entering week number 10, module number 10. The week starts tomorrow, so we're still in week number 9. If you have not already submitted your experimental critique, I please ask that you do that by midnight tonight. If you need an extra day or so, please reach out to me and we can work something out. I'd just like to know when it is coming if you have not submitted it today or you don't think you can get it in today. As I've said many times, I do consider the due dates important, but things happen. We're all adult learners and life happens. Sometimes you just can't get the assignment done in the allotted time. So if you need extra help or you need a little extra time, please let me know. So in week number 10, we're going to be taking a look at non-experimental group comparisons. And simply put, this is the type of research that the researchers are not manipulating the independent variable. It's different than experimental research where the researchers are actually manipulating the independent variable. So to give you a very crude example of non-experimental group comparisons, just say high school was looking at their 11th grade class and they were looking at two groups that get A's and groups that get C. They might run an analysis to see what is the income level of the group that gets an A and what is the income level of groups that get the C. They're not manipulating data. It is just they're taking a look at the facts and seeing if there's any kind of statistical significance between those two groups. That's really, in a nutshell, the difference between true experimental research, which follows a strict scientific methodology, compared to non-experimental group comparison. The non-experimental group comparisons, the researchers can make generalizations or they can look at the two groups just as they are, but oftentimes they can't use that as a sample because the sample has really not been scientifically selected. They can use descriptive statistics to talk about the differences. But so that's in a nutshell what we're going to be looking at this week. Okay, so in your work, you may use non-experimental group comparisons for various reasons, whereas you might not use true experimental research. So what I'd like everybody to do, read chapters 11, participate in the week 10 discussion forum. For those that have not submitted your experimental research critique, that is due tonight. And here's a very simplistic, well, it's in the book. This is a description of non-experimental group comparisons. We have a YouTube video on non-experimental group comparisons. Thank you, Jeff Beaudry, the author of our textbook. I'd like you to read, chapter 11 and take a look at the voice presentation, the voice thread presentation, and I'll show you this on how this will help you analyze the article on cyberbullying. I'll have everybody's experimental critique returned to you by the end of the week. And if you need any kind of help, any kind of accommodations, please let me know. So this is the article I'd like you to read. Here's the voice thread by Jeff Beaudry, and I'll show you that when I finish this section. Chapter 11 summary, walkthrough. This is just a document on the cyberbullying study, and then the discussion forum. So that's pretty much it. We have 3 more weeks of content, and then we are done the content. Next week, I'll have some information on the comparison matrix that is coming up. That's the kind of final stage where we take our 6 research articles, we plug them into the comparison matrix, and then the final assignment in the class, as you know, is the written portion of the final critique. So that is it. Now let me just shift gears here. I'm going to show you the voice thread presentations that we have. This is from Jeff Beaudry. I know not everybody has used VoiceThread. So what I'm doing is clicking on the links. So here is VoiceThread. I'm going to turn up my volume because that's how this works. So the way that VoiceThread works, it's designed for input from the students. We're not using it in that way this week. We're using it as an example of what can be done. Jeff explains the cyberbullying article in VoiceThread. So how do you use it? Come in here. We got the play button. I'm going to click that.
Hello, in the next few slides we're going to be talking about group comparison studies, and specifically we're going to be talking about an article about bullying.
So we finished the first slide. Nothing will happen. This isn't like a YouTube video, or this isn't like any other format that you're looking at a video. Maybe it's similar to some formats, but certainly not YouTube. So after you finish the slide, you come back over here and you hit the play button. Excuse me. You hit this button, which will take you to the next. This takes you to the next slide. You can see we're 2 and 18. I'll just hit this button.
So based on the chapter that you read, what is one thing you've learned about group comparison research designs?
I'm going to stop it right there. So you listen to that, come over here, go to slide number 3. Now, not all of the slides have audio associated with it. I'll click on number 3.
Just as important here.
You can see that one does. I'm going to go to 4.
So in the next few slides, I'd encourage.
So that's, Jeff walks you through the actual article. I think combined with the YouTube video, combined with the text, combined with reading this article, this is a really good way of understanding the type of research that we're looking at this week, the non-experimental group research. That is, well, let me go back. I'm going to go back to our week 10. So here we are back there as we're speaking. I'm going to make this available to everybody. And we have the usual discussion. You click on that. Please list and describe 2 concept ideas that help you understand Chapter 11. That's really it. I didn't want it to be a really heavy-duty discussion forum this week. I'd like you to do this, if at all possible, by midweek, and then if you have a chance, or I'd like you to comment on any other students' posts. 2 in exact. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help. I hope you have a little time today beyond the writing and schoolwork to get outside. I've already been outside taking our dog for a walk, which our dog needs lots of walk, but it's beautiful outside. Cold, but beautiful. So have a good day. I look forward to seeing you online, and you can look forward by the end of the week to receive your grade and comments on your experimental critique. See you later, everybody. See you online. Bye.